Hello everybody and welcome back to the FM Scout YouTube channel with me, Keepers. And guys, today we're going to be doing Zinedine Zidane, but he's young again. And guys, if you are a massive football and football manager fan, then please head on over to my channel. The link will be in the description, where you will find a whole host of Football Manager 2017 content and football content as a whole. So the premise of this video is fairly simple. We're going to be taking Zinedine Zidane, one of the best French footballers and footballers of all time, and he's now back to only 15 years old, and we'll simulate through most of his career to see how he develops. So getting right into it, Zidane is here. Now this is downloaded off the Steam Workshop. I'll link that in the description as well. But you can see Zinedine Zidane, 15 years old. He's a centre mid or attacking midfielder, currently playing for AS Cannes. I don't know how you properly say that. But he is 15 years old. I mean, for 15-year-old, look at these stats. Might be a little bit over-exaggerated, but again, one of the best footballers in the world. Maybe for 15 it should have been dumbed down a little bit, especially his mentals, but I suppose this is where you have to start. 6'1", shoots with power, places his shots. It's a young attacking midfielder. Will he grow to be what he was in real life? So we will come back, not even sure how long into the future, but we will come back and see how he has developed. And so guys, we are back in 2020, where Zinedine Zidane should be about 20 years old. Now we saw where he was at the start. Let's see where he is at now. Zidane is at Manchester City, and look at those stats. Slowly but surely becoming better and better, and his media description has changed from young midfielder to wonder kid. Now you can see here his passing's gone up from 10 to 13, long shot 16, free kick taken 16. For only 20 years old, he looks like he should be a starter for Manchester City, and his mentals again getting progressively better and better. Looks like he could be, he has much more room to grow, as it seems he is only 20 years old. Physicals could be a little bit better, especially his jumping reach of only 11, despite actually being 6'1", you can see here. So hopefully that will increase as well. But we'll have a look at his history. He was at AS Cannes, didn't make a single appearance, then signed for a League One team, Stade Malherbe Caen. He made 16 appearances in the league. Season after that, straight into the, well, he's obviously in the first team, but nearly played every single game with 35 league appearances, 4 goals, 5 assists, but only an average rating of 6.61. This is probably because Stade Malherbe Caen were actually not doing so well. You can see here, let's go, first season again, they actually finished 18th, and then they finished 13th. So that's probably why he had not so great average ratings. But going back to Zidane, season after that, again, played better in terms of average rating. We just saw there they finished higher than the year before, with 38 league appearances, 7 goals and 5 assists. Then he got bought again for free by Manchester City. That was, when was that? I don't know when they actually signed him, but I think it was in January. We can actually have a look at Man City to see when they signed him. Transfer history, they brought him in, yeah, that was in the 1st of July. So in the year he came in, he was only 19 years old, made 5 league appearances with 1 assist and average rate of 6.7. Now this season hasn't started yet, but we'll see how he gets on at life at Man City. Will he stay there? Will he move again? Who knows, but I would definitely love to have him in my squad. Looks fantastic at all roles, apart from maybe ball winning midfielder in midfield and attacking midfield. Can be even a shadow striker, attacking midfielder, anything else. He can play all roles. And so guys, 2027 is the year. Zinedine Zidane is now 27 years old, so he should be at the prime of his career, should have gotten through a massive chunk of his career already. But has he stuck with Manchester City, or has he been tempted to cross the waters elsewhere, or even go to another club in England? Let's see. He has stayed at Manchester City, and what a player he is. I mean, we thought his technicals were letting him down slightly, but now they have gone up like an absolute storm. You can see he's now worth 70 million, earning 325k per week until 2030. He stayed at Manchester City. Let's go through some of his stats. Now, if he plays as a central midfielder or attacking mid, either or, I would personally play him, you know, I don't know where I'd play him, just whatever I needed him in. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with his technical stats at all. I mean, long throwing is 8, don't need that at all. Tackling 11, he's not a defensive player. Maybe his penalties could be up a little bit, but then again, there's not too bothered about that considering all his other stats. 16 passing, 17 technique, 18 long shots, you'll fire them in. 15 heading, considering being 6'1", is okay. 17 free kick taking is great, another free kick taker. 17 first touch, 14 finishing is good. Can't see any of these stats going up anymore at the minute. 17 dribbling, 14 crossing, 16 corners. I mean, his mentals just go for the lot. 20 anticipation, 20 flair. Other high ones are his 19 decisions, 18 vision, positioning, and off the ball. And that's all the 18s. You can take a look for yourself. Again, physicals, let him down a tiny bit. If only he was a little bit quicker. I mean, his stamina's at a good level, natural fitness at a good level. Jumping reach and heading, I wish were a little bit higher due to him being 6'1". Acceleration is okay too. So he isn't the quickest, but he's still at a good pace. Now, let's see his history. Now, I can't even remember where we left off. Was it 2020 we left off? I think it was. He hadn't started his second season yet, but quickly skimming through it. 29 appearances in all competitions, 9 goals, 10 assists, an average rating of 7.4. What a fantastic season for him. And as you can see here, he did get better and better and better. He's a world-class midfielder now. 35 appearances in overall competitions, 6 goals, 9 assists, and an average rating of 7.45. His pass completion rate actually is only 66%, so that's not actually fantastic. Got even better in the season after that with 35 appearances. Got more goals and assists this time with 12 goals and 15 assists and an average rating of 7.79. And this is arguably his best season. 35 appearances, 10 goals in all competitions, 11 assists in all competitions, 5 player of the matches, and an average rating of 7.89. That is just unbelievably sublime. Again, quickly skimming over this, 6 goals, 11 assists, average rating of 7.4, 8 goals, 9 assists, average rating of 7.4, and then this season has just finished with 36 appearances, 9 goals, 9 assists, and an average rating of 7.63. So it's like in overall competitions, he does score at least a minimum of 6 goals. So he stayed at Manchester City for 8 years of his career now. He's currently played 284 games with 58 goals, 65 assists, and 11 player of the matches. So I would personally have him in any team I was in, granted I had that money. But let's see his career achievements to date as well. His entire career. Let's go for competitions. So under 21 cap, he won that. He won the European under 21 championships with France. Won the French Youth Invitational for the France under 20s. Made his international debut in 2019 versus Ecuador. He won the Club World Championship with Manchester City in 2019 too. And he got his first international goal for France against Belgium in 2020. Won the European International League in 2021 with France, obviously. He was still playing for the under-21s as well, where he was runners-up in the European Under-21 Championship, and in the 2023 they actually won the same competition, and he's just become runners-up in the Club World Championship again with Manchester City. So I'm assuming here that Manchester City haven't won the league yet in the game, nor have they won the Champions League. But looking at awards, are there any big ones? Let's see. He's won the European Golden Boy for Manchester City. Best player in the European Under-21 Championship. Again, looking for some pretty big ones. Player of the Year, runner-up. Inducted into France overall best 11. Named in the Champions League Dream Team. Under-21 Championship Dream Team. Player of the Year, runner-up for Man City. Best player in Europe. He got 3rd place in that. He got Player of the Year for Man City. Named in the World Team of the Year in 2024. France best player, player of the year runner-up, named in France seasonal best 11 again, player of the year runner-up, and again named in the best 11. Now, obviously he signed on a free. He's now worth 70 million. It was an absolute steal. But again, other senior debut for Stade Malherbe-Cannes, first senior goal, named the vice captain of the under-19s in 2018, and again, he was stripped of the captaincy in 2020. I'm assuming because he could no longer play for them. And he broke France's record for the most player of the match awards in a season with 4. Other than that, I can't see anything else to look at the minute, but we will simulate another, let's say, 4 years till he's 31, and then that is where we'll end it. We won't go on to see how he does in management, because I mean, we do have the regular Zinedine Zidane for that. Is he still about? He still is the manager of Manchester for Real Madrid. Again, not going to look into that, but we will see you when he turns 31. And we are back in 2031. Zidane should be 31 years old now, and we won't progress any more into his future. I feel we should have seen what he was like when he was 15, then 20, then 27, and now 31, into his 30s, and he is still at Manchester City. Now you can see here, gone over 100 caps for France with 46 goals, 28 under 21 caps with 11 goals, actually earning just under 400,000 until 2033, so still in Manchester City's plans for the next couple of years, worth 28 million now, so obviously down from 70 due to his increasing age. He's not getting any better. But let's see his career achievements. Let's kick off with that. So where we last left off, I don't even know, was it 27 I think it was? So Player of the Year for Man City again. Quickly moving on, France Best 11 again, same old, Olympic Games Dream Team, Player of the Year for Man City for a lot of years running, for a lot of years. Best Player in Europe, 3rd place, again competitions. Again in 2028 they actually won the European Football Championship with France, won the Olympic Games with the France under-23s, which I'm not sure how, considering he was 28, and he just won the European International League again with France. Oh, actually no, my apologies, runners-up in European Football Championships. Again, nothing else he's done in terms of achievements, but quickly looking at his history, again it looks like he went on and had even better seasons than he did. Again, 44 appearances, still playing pretty much every single game for Man City. 6 goals, 12 assists, 7.6 average rating, 39 games, 8 goals, 11 assists. So it looks like he doesn't get injured all that often. I mean, this is a very good season for him. 36 games, 9 goals and 16 assists with an average rating of 7.8. And 41 games, 10 goals, 10 assists, averaging of 7.5. So overall he's played 405 games with 81 goals and 101 assists. He's had a fantastic career, surely one of the world's best at the minute. You can see he is a legendary attacking midfielder. But I mean, only at 3 clubs. AS Canyas didn't even play a game for him. Stade Malherbe Kane did develop him a little bit, but Man City really took the driver's seat, signed him on and turned him into the legendary attacking midfielder that he is today. So thankfully you can tell now that Zinedine Zidane, back into 15, he turns into a legendary attacking midfielder once again. So that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. But before we go, I want to talk a little bit more about the FM Scout website, as well as being on the YouTube channel as well. The FM Scout YouTube site do have a lot of things that will help you to enjoy Football Manager a little bit more. We've got sections on scouting, sections on Football Manager stories that people have submitted. We've got a selection of tactics that you guys can try out, a selection of add-ons as well, which may enhance your Football Manager experience, as well as some tools such as Genie Scout should you choose to use it, a couple of guides as well on how to maybe improve yourself as a football or virtual Football Manager, a couple of help guides as well. We've got a blog, and we also have an option to purchase Football Manager if you really want it. But if you have enjoyed this episode, then please leave a like. Subscribe to the FM Scout YouTube channel as well as mine. The link will be in the description. But until then, until the next episode, remember, finders keepers, losers weepers.